Hey everybody, what's up? We're gonna do something different today. So this will have nothing to do with raid, and you might start seeing some things on the channel occasionally that have nothing to do with raid. This is also just kind of a random little one-off one I just thought might be kind of a fun one to do. For just the people that are already here and that want to watch. This is not this is not gonna do big numbers or anything, but I don't know who else is like this, but I sometimes get into modes where like I can't figure out what I want to play, and I'll spend 4 hours. No, I'm not exaggerating. There's times where like 2 or 3 nights in a row, I'll spend hours just browsing Steam and just cannot settle on something. So I thought I would just go through my library and talk about some stuff that I've played recently that I would recommend if you find yourself in that situation, because I know I can't be the only one that happens to. So I thought we'd just kind of go through my library, and I would, if anything that jumps out at me, I'll sort of make a recommendation. And I don't know how big of a name. Like I feel like 7 Days to Die is a pretty big name. I've got 226 hours in it. It's one of my most played Steam games, or it was for a while. I don't know if it still is. 7 Days to Die is really excellent, and it's fully launched now, so they've updated a ton of it. I should jump back in sometime soon and give that a go. But if you like open world building, survival type, post-apocalypse type shit, this one's really cool. It's a pretty good one. Albion Online, I've talked about a lot on my streams and stuff, especially recently because I've been playing Bitcraft Online, and it took a lot of inspiration from Albion Online. But honestly, as far as MMOs go, I would put Albion among the top. I've played quite a few MMOs over the years, and Albion is like top notch. And it's got a really good mobile version that links to your main account. So like it's cross-platform across a few platforms, if I'm not mistaken, and they all play really well. So it's really good. If you like slower paced, grindy type stuff, which you're playing raid, so you probably do. I highly recommend Albion Online. Really, really good. What else we got here? You know, I've never played Among Us. I bought it because I was going to play it with some people, and then I just never did. So I've actually still never played a single second of Among Us. What else we got here? I just bought Atom Fall. I'm going to do a video. I got a couple games in here I'm going to do videos on soon. Probably on my XP channel, JGigs XP. If you don't know, I have a video game channel that's not mobile games, and I'm gonna very soon probably start a video on this. I've got kind of what I think is kind of a fun concept for a video on that one, so I don't know if I can recommend it yet. I'll know soon, but I mean, you've heard of this one certainly, Balatro or Balatro. I don't know which one. I've heard it both ways, but yeah, crazy good. What else we got here? Bitcraft Online is the MMO I'm playing right now. You see I've logged 12 and a half hours in the last 2 days, so pretty good. It's affecting my productivity a little bit, but it's all good. This is another one I bought for a video. I've heard it's like single-player old-school RuneScape, so we're going to check that out. Bloodline I think was interesting. Bloodline, I think if you find yourself in a mood where you kind of want to try something new and different and funky, I think Bloodline has a lot of potential, and it's had some updates recently. It's familiar, but it's kind of unique at the same time. It's yeah, sandbox adventure RPG. So like there are some little storylines. It combines a lot of things. There's like skills to grind and places to explore. There's some combat that's really not that bad. It's kind of an all around, and it's also silly. It sets you up to like. There's a lot of opportunity for like shenanigans if you're someone that's into shenanigans. The Bloodline's a pretty good one. I want to play more of it someday, but I have to get myself to a point where I have the time to do something like that. Let's see, what else? So many of these games I haven't played. We'll do this. If you have never played Chrono Trigger, if you're like me and did not play it back in the day, You may have heard a time or two over the years that like Chrono Trigger is really good. I cannot do it justice in a description. If you like JRPGs, if you like turn-based games, for example, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game and enjoyed it, you absolutely you must play Chrono Trigger. It's top 3 RPGs I've ever played. It is unbelievable how good this game is, and no one has ever done it justice to me. They're even like, yeah, man, it's a really good one. It's one of the best ones. But something, I just feel like there's no way for me to emphasize to you just how good this game is. Chrono Trigger is just, man, it's unbelievable. And the soundtrack is insane. Crazy soundtrack, amazing story, gameplay's really fun. It's such a cool game, man. It is such a cool, well done game. And to think that it was done back when it was done makes it all the more impressive. But Chrono Trigger is an absolute must add to your have played library if you've never played Chrono Trigger. It is again, I cannot do it justice. It is unbelievably good. Core Keeper is a fantastic little game as well. I don't have a lot of playtime here. I had another version of it. So these developers actually reached out to me before the game came out, a while before the game came out, and gave me an early access version of it I think it was for my XP channel to make some content for. I actually don't remember if I made any content for it, but I messed around with it a little bit. And I see massive potential in this one as well. This is another one I feel like I could very heavily get into. It's, I mean, how do you describe this one? It's like if you like Stardew Valley, this is right up your alley. But it had bars, but it's got it's very different too. It's not like a Stardew Valley clone. Like a lot of these games get called Stardew Valley clones, which I think is unfair generally. But this one is it's just like it's an adjacent genre. There's a lot of exploration. The combat's very interesting for a game like this. I think the combat's really cool. There's a lot of building and crafting, and it's very, very good. I could definitely sink some time into this. I was thinking about this morning. If I wasn't a content creator, there's so many games that I would have hundreds, if not thousands of hours in. But because I'm a content creator, I really struggle to get to like play a game for too long without it being content, which kind of sucks. But like everything I play, I'm like, I should be turning this into content. This could be productive. And it really, I have to work really hard to allocate time for myself to play something just for me and not let my content brain take over. But this would be one that I definitely think I could sink a few hundred hours into fairly easily. I just gotta make sure that's not something she needs. Okay. So yeah, Core Keeper. You will not regret buying Core Keeper at all. Coromon. This is one you likely have never heard of. Very possible you've never heard of this one. It is. I mean, there's really no getting around it. It is a Pokemon clone, but it is a very well done Pokemon clone. So if you liked the old school Pokemon Yellow, like some of the older Pokemon games, if you were a fan, you will like this, because what they've done here, this gives me kind of the same vibe as like, we got Stardew Valley because someone loved Harvest Moon but wanted to add a bunch of things to Harvest Moon. I say this about Element Fission, that other mobile game I'm playing right now, is we had someone who loved Summoner's War and wanted a lot of extra things in Summoner's War, so they made their own game. I feel like this is someone who really loves Pokemon and just thought some things should be different, so they made their own game. And they really did a fantastic job, man. It is a really good little game. I would love. I got to go back and finish it. I think I've got about 12 hours in it. I don't actually know how long it is, but I remember being really impressed with it and really enjoying it. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why I didn't finish this one. I don't know if Maybe I was playing it and then we moved, or I feel like something happened that distracted me. Like something IRL happened that distracted me for a bit. And if I don't play a game for a little bit, I have a hard time coming back and picking it up because I don't remember what was going on, and I don't like so I haven't jumped back in. So if I come, yeah, see that just said over 40 hours of gameplay, and I've got 12, so I'm barely a quarter through it. But I'll probably have to start it over when I want to go back and do it. But man, really good. I was really impressed because, of course, I saw it and thought, you know, Pokemon clone. And then I think it was on sale. It's already cheap. And then I think it was on sale. And I was like, whatever. I'll give it a shot. Really good. Really good. You'll notice, if you played some of the old Pokemon games, you'll notice where they've added some quality of life and where they've updated some things that Pokemon never updated. I think the lack of development, the lack of progress in Pokemon for being the top earning franchise in history is inexcusable. I think it's really a shame. And I think this is like a small development team. I don't know. I just get the impression it was made with a lot of, like, it's an intimately made game. Does that make sense? I feel like 200 people didn't make this game. I feel like a few people made this game, and it's really good. So I highly recommend that one. I highly recommend Coromon. What else we got here that's interesting? I'm not gonna talk about Cyberpunk. It's famous enough. DayZ, I think, is probably next to Project Zomboid. DayZ's probably the best zombie game. And if you want more of like a first person type experience, then I think DayZ is the way to go on zombie games. I think it's better than 7 Days to Die, but it's real fucking hard. It's real hard. So just be ready. Just be ready for a brutal experience. But that's what makes it so good to me. It's the closest thing to having to survive a zombie apocalypse that you can get to, again, aside from Project Zomboid, which just plays so differently that I know it's not for everybody. But DayZ is excellent. Deadpoly. This is another one that if you're is Deadpoly the one I'm thinking of? Is this the one? I think it is. This one is all shenanigans, honestly. It's just I played this one with Acro, my buddy who we did the podcast together and stuff. It's all shenanigans, but it's surprisingly good, and there's a surprising amount of things to do. I remember us being pretty impressed by it a few times, but again, just all shenanigans. So if you're looking for something goofy, if you feel like you could get into something goofy for a little bit, I think this one's fun. And I think it would even be fun solo. Definitely more fun if you got somebody to play with. But yeah, man, Death Stranding. I was going to do a video about Death Stranding. And I was going to do like a... I played Death Stranding to see if it's over or underrated type video. And I'm almost 6 hours in, and dude, it's a rough play. I enjoyed it at first. I thought I was going to be really into it at first. And I probably need to give it some more time. I probably need to keep going because I think the game is still opening up. But what I'll say about it based on my experience so far is that it's more of a movie than a game. Up to the point that I'm at anyway. Again, I'm sure it opens up, and like I heard someone say recently they enjoyed the gunplay, and I was like, well, I'm not there yet, but it's a very slow, tedious, kind of repetitive gameplay loop. If you just want to like take a gummy and chill and vibe, then this is probably a great way to do it. And the story is interesting. I was telling G, I think this should have just been a movie, honestly. So I think it kind of seems like a you love it or you hate it game. And if you're looking for high octane gameplay, this is not going to be the game, at least up to the point I'm at. And 6 hours is a long time to feel like nothing's going on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a trudge. I might get back to it and try to finish it and see if I can make that video, but I don't know yet. Deep Rock Galactic, I don't have much to say about. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, however, in my opinion, is the best of the Survivor type games. It feels wrong to not give that title to Vampire Survivors, but we'll say aside from Vampire Survivors, you know, there's dozens of Vampire Survivor-esque games out now. I think Deep Rock Galactic Survivor did it the best. So if you're looking for that type of gameplay, if you like Vampire Survivors and you're looking for something new, they took it and built upon it in a way that I think is really good. And for reference, I've played at least 8 of the Vampire Survivor type games. Like I've played quite a few of them, and Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is by far the best in my opinion. So if you like that type of stuff, you definitely won't regret this one. Vengeance, the other guy that was in the Cheese Money podcast, I suggested it to him recently, and he's mentioned more than once that he's he's addicted to it. So yeah, very, very, very good. Best in the genre in my opinion. Detroit Become Human, I think, is one of the best games I've ever played. It's not necessarily one of my favorites, but holy cow, is it good. It is a very story-driven, you make choices type of game. It's not a lot of super active gameplay. It's very much like you make a choice and that choice affects how the story plays out. So it's almost like you're controlling the direction a movie is going, but the story is so good, man. God, it's so good. And a lot of replayability, because you make one decision different and the whole story changes. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of different ways to play this game. I played it on stream a while back, and man, can't recommend it enough. It's one of the best gaming experiences I think I've ever had. It is unbelievable. Killer story. We'll talk a little bit about Dinkum. I haven't played enough of Dinkum to really make a recommendation, but it's cool. If you like Stardew Valley and you want something a little more 3D and it's Australia themed, it's great. I think it's a really cool little game. I could see myself getting pretty into it. I just didn't for whatever reason the time that I tried it, but I think it's fun. I think it's a fine little game. Dredge, can't recommend it enough. This says I have 5 hours. Sometimes I don't think this tracks accurately. Sometimes I don't think my Steam library is correct. Like DayZ says I have 86 hours. I feel like I have at least 200 hours in DayZ. I've played a lot of DayZ. There's no way I only have 86 hours. So I feel like sometimes it doesn't track right. Dredge, I played every night for at least 2 or 3 hours for, I think, over a week. Like, I played the shit out of this game. And it says I have 5 hours. So I don't know what's up with Steam sometimes, but I've played more than 5 hours of Dredge. And it's so good. It is such an interesting, another very unique little game. It's a very cool concept. The systems are all implemented very well. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I have not finished it yet. Apparently they dropped some DLC that upset a lot of people, but as far as the base game, well worth the buy. Well worth the buy. I think there's no world you regret buying this game. If you look at it and it looks appealing to you at all. If it's not your type of game, then of course, but it's you control this boat, and you go out and you do fishing and you do exploring, and you never get off the boat. Like, you are the boat. Your character is the boat, basically. And there's storylines, and there's like all kinds of interesting stuff. And over time, you build on the boat. You expand, and you start uncovering stuff that's going on in the world. And it's really cool, man. It's a very cool little concept, and a very well implemented concept, I think. Dwarf Fortress is an interesting one to talk about, man. I love it. I am such a fan of this game, but it is absolutely you will love it or you will not like it at all. It's either for you or it is so not for you. It is, but man, if it's for you, if you like city sim type games like SimCity or Cityville or like any, Banished or any of those city management type games, I think Dwarf Fortress takes it to such an interesting place, because there's so much depth. Each little dwarf in your colony has a story and a personality and emotions and hobbies and the things that can happen. And you don't get to control any individual. All you really get to do is control what they build and what they're building and where and what it looks like and stuff. It's hard to explain. And you have to, again, and you can play it as deep as you want to play it. Some people like to get in and know the details of all of their dwarves, which is very deep and very slow paced. And other people like me kind of just like to build and just kind of see what happens. But the things that can happen feel infinite. It's like the coding. There's a video about how this game was made that is so interesting. And this is one of those games that I feel like you could just kind of slip away into, and before you know it, you've put 100 hours in it. It is it's one of the cool. This is what it used to look like, and only in recent years have they given it graphics. It used to just be symbols and numbers and like look like code, and people played it like that. And then they've, you know, like I said, in recent years, given it graphics. But it's a really old game that continues to get worked on, and it's just such an interesting, unique experience. So if you like city sim type games and you've never played Dwarf Fortress, I think you owe it to yourself to give it a go. I think give it a go, and if you don't like it, you know, buy it when you're ready to play it. And then as long as you don't play, I think it's 2 hours. What is it? Like 48 hours of purchase and 2 hours of playtime. You can refund it. You'll know fairly quickly if you like it or not. But if you like city sim type games, I'm almost willing to guarantee that you'll like it. Because I love it. I really like it. What else we got here that's worth talking about? I don't need to talk about the Fallout games. Fallout 76 is pretty cool. It sucked when it came out, but they've done a lot to it. It's not bad now. I've jumped in and dabbled a couple of times here and there. I don't need to talk about Final Fantasy games. I haven't played Firewatch yet. I haven't played enough of Foxhole to make a recommendation. It says I have 80 hours, but I think I just left it open. I've also tried to play it a few times. It's a hard one to get into because it's kind of overwhelming. But if you've never heard of Foxhole, it's a mass scale war going on. There's two sides in a war, and it's like a fully functional war, and they last for like 3 months at a time. And then when it's over, somebody wins, and then there's a little bit of a cooldown, and then the servers reset, and you go back in, and it's another war. And you are just a soldier in the war. And it's not just gunplay. It's every single aspect of what would be going on in a war. So you've got supply chains and drivers and recon, and like it's so detailed. Like it's so in depth. But that being said, it's kind of intimidating because you jump into in the middle of this war with all these people who've probably been playing this game for a long time and know what they're doing, and you have no idea what to do. It's hard. It's hard to get into. So I have a buddy that plays it that's pretty into it. So one of these days, I'll probably link up with him at the beginning of a war and have him come, like, bring me in and show me the ropes and try to play for an entire war. But I think conceptually it's really cool. And the people that are into it are so into it. I know there's something there, but again, I think the learning curve is kind of high. It's kind of a hard one to get into once you get out of basic training. You have to go through a little basic training when you first start. And once you get out of it, it just like, you just plop down in the middle of this war and it's like, okay, what do I do? So, but really cool. I think a really cool one to check out. Gas Station Sim. One of the more fun simulator games I've played. Up to a point. I loved it. Up to a point, and I guess I don't want to ruin anything, so I won't give any details. But I really, really loved this game, and then I got to a certain point, and I didn't anymore, which is kind of sad because it was really fun. It's one of the only simulator games I've played that had a story to follow, but it's really cool and really well done. But there's a couple of mechanics in it that you at a certain point you'll get to, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to deal with this. So that's it. Graveyard Keeper. If you like Stardew Valley, then I think you should play Graveyard Keeper. I love this game. I've played it. I've done 2 playthroughs, and I've played it for about as long both times. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my first playthrough was exactly half this time. And then again, I just get busy and I get doing other stuff, and I don't have the time to keep giving to it. But I love this game. I would love to be able to get in and give this a really good, solid, full playthrough. And again, if you like Stardew Valley, it's very Stardew Valley-esque. Obviously made with Stardew Valley in mind, but you're a graveyard keeper, and there's a lot of... It's not just like a knockoff or a ripoff. It's like someone liked Stardew Valley and wanted to make a very similar game with a different theme, but they also added a lot of their own systems and a lot of their own mechanics, and it stands out. So it fits very well in the genre. Like, you could put it up with Stardew Valley, but they're very different experiences as well. So if you've ever played something like that, you know, if you like Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or any of those, I think you'll absolutely love Graveyard Keeper. It is very, 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 very good. Actually funny too. There's a lot of humor in the game that actually makes me laugh. So that's pretty good. That's hard to do. Can be hard to do sometimes. What else we got here that's worth talking about? I'll talk about HumanitZ. It's they're going for like a Project Zomboid type vibe with better graphics. But I think it's got a long way to go, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's worth checking out. But I would say if you were going to play this, just play Stardew Valley. I'm sorry, just play Project Zomboid. I might have said Stardew Valley the first time too. I meant Project Zomboid. I would not play this over Project Zomboid, knowing everything I know about both games now. But it's a cool little game. It's fun. If you just can't get into the aesthetic of Project Zomboid, but you want an experience like that, this is the closest thing you're going to get to it. And they're updating it pretty regularly. They're making... I haven't played it in a while. I played it when it first came out, and it was kind of clunky, and it needed a lot of work. And I think they've put a lot of work into it since it came out. So I think it's on the right track. I think it's worth a look if you're looking for that kind of experience. Identity, they got me, dude. Years and years ago, I invested in the Kickstarter for Identity. And I'll be damned if they didn't just get me, dude. What else we got here? Jesus Christ, RPG is pretty fun. I did a playthrough of that. I think on this channel. It might be on this channel. Way back in the day. I did a full playthrough of that game if you want to check that out. Kenshi. Another pretty unique game, at least as far as my experiences go. I really enjoyed my time in it. It is another very hard game. It's one of those games where, like, you are not special. You are not the main character. You are not the hero. You are just a person in this very brutal, aggressive, mean, hard to live in world. And you're just trying to get stronger and better and earn money, and you can be anything. It's a great, like, put yourself in your character's shoes type thing. And again, you should just really try to make decisions that you would really make in the situations that you would make them. If you're out in the wild and you see a beast and you think, oh, I'll go fight that, and far, you better think, like, if I saw that thing for real, would I want to go fight it? Because the answer should probably be no. It is a brutal game, but so good, so good. This is another one that one of these days I really want to put a couple 100 hours into. Like, I really want to like lose myself in Kenshi for a little bit. Really cool game, but a very particular type of game. It's slow paced. It's very hard. There's a lot to learn, but you can kind of learn it at your own pace as long as you don't starve. As long as you can figure out food and water, you have a little bit of time to start figuring things out. So yeah, if that sounds like something you'd be into, then go for it. What else we got here? I surprisingly couldn't get into Lawnmower Sim. I thought I was going to be all about that. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. I'll give it another go someday, but I couldn't get into it, man. Didn't do it for me the way I thought it was going to. Lynn's Island. We could talk about Lynn's Island. I think it just fully launched. I think 1.0 just launched very recently. I thought about making a video about it. I really liked this game. This game. So you've got a lot of different things going on here. You've got, I don't want to keep comparing things to Stardew Valley. It's not really like Stardew Valley. But you see, you've got this building, farming, home management type gameplay. But then you've also got ARPG, like dungeon crawling and combat, and the combat's surprisingly good. And then there's also like a rarity system, like a Diablo item rarity system, which is fun. And you can like build when you're exploring, so like, excuse me, so like you build bridges and like you see there's like different classes and different skills. There's a lot of depth to this game. I think if you just looked at it, you wouldn't really think it had as much going on as it does, and you wouldn't think the combat was as deep and interesting as it actually is. But there's a lot going on in this game, and now that it's fully launched, I might jump back into it soon. Maybe on the XP channel, I'll do a little playthrough of it. We'll do a few videos on it or something sometime in the nearish future. I really enjoyed it though, and I played it in fairly early access, so there was a lot of things that weren't in the game yet that are in the game now. And it's multiplayer, which I think is really cool. So I think it's kind of a little sleeper. I think it's kind of a sleeper game. I think this game is... I don't know how popular it is. I saw the video of them launching, and it had like 10K views, which is fine. But I feel like this might be a game that's like a little bit of a hidden gem. I feel like this game is a lot better than it is popular. So this could be one that if you've never heard of or it's never been on your radar, could be worth a look. This could be one that you might find yourself getting pretty into. So yeah, I'll check that out. Law Adventure is fine. It's kind of cool. But I think if you were going to play that, I wish it wouldn't bring me back to the top every time. Honestly, I wouldn't bother with Law Adventure. I would just get Lynn's Island. They're similar enough, and Lynn's Island just does a lot of stuff better. Loop Hero. If you've never heard me talk about Loop Hero, this is man, it just doesn't really get much better than this. If the aesthetic isn't doing much for you, like if you look at that and you think these graphics aren't doing much for you, if you can get past that and just play this game, I guarantee you'll like this game. This game is so fucking good, dude. Like, I remember I used to play it a lot before I came to Australia, and I was like, I think it was like $10, and I was browsing Steam, and I was having one of those nights where I couldn't decide what to play, and I saw this, and I was like, yeah, let me give this a shot. This might be kind of interesting. I'll give it a go. It's $10. Maybe it was even on sale for $5. I was like, if I don't like it, I'll refund it. And man, I played this game every night for like a month. I was all over this game. It is so fucking good. It's so your character like loses their memories, right? And you get put on a map, and they're running laps around this map. And your job is you'll draw these cards of like trees and mountains and cemeteries and different items that have a different impact on the loop. Sometimes they affect the enemies, sometimes like they have different effects on like what's going on. And you fill in the map until you fill up this meter where it's like you gave him his memory back of this journey. And you're trying to do this like it continues to scale up, and you get more cards and you build different decks. It is such an interesting concept for a game, and I don't feel like watching it does it justice. I feel like if you're watching it, you're like, eh. But it's one of those that I think you need to play to really get the full effect of. It is so good. I think it is one of the games I've talked about so far, one of my highest recommendations. Of everything we've talked about so far, Loop Hero is among the top of the list of games that I think you need to try. Even if you look at it and think you don't think you're into it, I think you should give Loop Hero a go. It is so good. It's one of the best games in my library, I think. It is a phenomenal little game. Return to Moria is fine. Just typical, standard in a lot of ways. survival game. Lord of the Rings themed. You're dwarves. You're underground. There's building, and it's fine. You know what I mean? It's not anything particularly special, but it's fine. Monster Train's really good. Really, really good. I really enjoyed the little bit of time I spent in Monster Train. It's a Slay the Spire-esque, that type of genre type of game. And they just have a lot of really unique things that they're doing in Monster Train. Pretty cool. It can be pretty frustrating at times, but it's a cool concept. Worth a look if you like Slay the Spire or anything like that. Monster Sanctuary I was doing a playthrough of as well at one point. It's pretty cool. It's like I don't really know what to call it. Terraria-esque visually. Pokemon style gameplay. Cool little combat system. Deep little combat system. Lots of character development, lots of exploration. A story. It's a neat little game. Neat little game. Monster Sanctuary is I thought I was going to beat it. And then I just didn't. I'm really bad about that. I can be really bad about finishing a game, which I'm going to try to work on this year. Moonstone Island. Stardew Valley-esque. If you can't tell, I'm a big Stardew Valley fan. Stardew Valley meets Pokemon meets... What else? Recent reviews mixed. I wonder why. I wonder if they did an update recently that changed some stuff. I guess like Stardew Valley meets Pokemon meets Slay the Spire. Card combat, monster catching, different teams. Lots going on. Lots of deep systems. Lots of surprisingly deep systems. Again, I think it's another game that you would look at and not expect there to be as much going on there. I don't know why the recent reviews are not good. Updated a week ago. I wonder if they did something in the update that people weren't into, which would be kind of a shame because before that, I think it was a really good game. So I think it's still worth a look, though. You'd have to look and see what the update was, but my Time at Portia is fine. I tried to get into it. It's like watered down 3D Stardew Valley. It just lacks. I just feel like it lacks. I feel like you should just play Stardew Valley if you want to play something like that. What else we got here that's worth talking about? Phoenix Hope's good. Kind of a unique one. I did a couple videos about this on my XP channel as well. All reviews mixed. I wonder why. I wonder what changed. I feel like that didn't used to be the case. Are all these developers just ruining their games with updates? This game is abandoned. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Well, it was off to a good start. Pretty cool, but I guess if it's abandoned, I wouldn't bother with it. So never mind. That's a shame. That was a neat little game. What do we got? Potion Permit. If you like Stardew Valley, again, then you'll like Potion Permit. I think it's pretty cool. They do a lot of things differently. Fun little puzzles, and I played it for a little bit. But again, it might be one of those things where it's like, if you haven't played Stardew Valley, you should just go play that. Because it's better. Power Wash is a nice zone out. I think it's a great one if you've got, you want to take a gummy and chill, listen to some music or a podcast or something in the background. Shout out Trav. Trav, I had this on my wish list, I think, and Trav bought it for me for my birthday, so that's pretty dope. And you see I've got 46 hours in it, so. There's also a lot of extra shit. Like they do, they've got all the stages in the game, but then they do a lot of stuff with other video games. So there's like a Final Fantasy VII pack. And like packs from all these games where you like get to power wash scenes or items from other games. It's really cool. A surprising amount of content in the game, I'll say. Project Zomboid, it just doesn't get better for zombie games. It's not even close. I know that the aesthetic, I know that it looks a little weird, and when you first start playing it, it's going to feel kind of clunky. It's going to feel hard to get used to. If you just push through that and you just get used to it, it is far and away, there's not even a close contender, far and away the best zombie game. It's so well done, and they continue to drop massive updates for it. The modding community is out of this world for it. If you like zombie games and you have not played Project Zomboid, you absolutely have to play it. And you just have to get through the clunky phase. You just have to get past that. And once you start getting used to it and can start thinking as a character in a situation and not have to think about the gameplay, like once you can get there, man, it just really doesn't get better. I don't even know how it could get better, to be honest. It is ridiculous. Man, it's so good. Raft, excellent, goofy little game. Surprisingly deep. Surprising amount of depth. I streamed this one quite a lot back in the day. If you like building and exploration type stuff, this is top notch. Looks kind of silly, and it is kind of silly, but also it's really good. It's really fun. Well worth a play, I would say. Roadcraft, surprisingly fun. Acro and I tried this one kind of as a joke, and then actually enjoyed it. You're just driving and using a bunch of different equipment to like repair stuff. It's another like just chill. It's slow and tedious and like just relax and play type game. But it's pretty good. Kind of weirdly fun, man. As someone who doesn't really give a shit about stuff like that, I'm not really into that. But like, it's fun. It's fun to figure that stuff out. Rusty's Retirement's one I'll give a little shout out to. It's not a game you play actively. I would open it and put it at the bottom of my side monitor. It's kind of just a passive like grind. Like we play mobile games, so I feel like it's gonna be right up everybody's alley. And it's just a little passive farming. You're just this little robot named Rusty, and he's retired, so he's just got his little farm. And it's a really cute little game, and you see it just goes on your desktop. And if you've got multiple monitors, like I said, you can fit it to any monitor and lock it to the taskbar or put it wherever you want to put it. It's got different orientations and stuff. And it just stays open, and it doesn't interfere with anything you're doing. It doesn't eat up a lot of resources. It's not in the way, and it's easy to move if it is in the way. And you just give him little assignments, and he'll just carry them out over time. So it requires very little of your attention, but it scratches that like long-term itch, that long-term grind, accomplishment, accumulate itch. You know what I mean? You see all the results. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive. It's so good. I might open it back up again. I used to play it a lot, and I haven't in a while. I might just get it back open. I think I bought a supporter pack for it that made my Rusty gold. I think my Rusty is all gold because I bought a supporter pack for it because I liked it so much. I highly recommend that one. It's pretty inexpensive. It's on sale right now, so it's even more inexpensive, and it's cool. It's a cute little game, man. And again, kind of scratches the itch that I know most of us are going to have as mobile gamers, you know? What else we got here? Schedule 1, you probably heard of it. It is as fun as everybody says it is. It's really good. I stopped playing it because my operation got so big that it was causing the game to bug out, so I couldn't really do much else. There have been quite a few updates since then, both in the way of quality of life and performance, so that may have been fixed, but I've kind of moved on from it. So maybe one day I'll hop back in and mess with it some more, but it is fun. It's such a silly, stupid game, but it really is as fun as everybody says it is. It's good. Scum is really cool. I could really get into it, but I stopped playing it because we were dying of thirst. I was playing it with Acro. We were dying of thirst, running everywhere we could on the map to find water, and we found a well. There are wells around the map, and it had been used up. it was like on cooldown. And I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not, like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, you make it that hard to find water, first of all. And then I finally find a well and it's on cooldown because another player used it recently. Like, no, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that. So, but all that aside, that's just the thing that annoyed me. It is really good. It's really deep survival, pretty good gunplay. Seems like a fun game all around. Scene is a short game. I beat the whole thing and I have 76 minutes playtime. But it's a worthwhile experience. If it's cheap, I would get it and play it. I think it's a fun little experience, and I think they're making a sequel. Like surprisingly deep, surprisingly emotional little experience for the type of game it is. Worth a play if you just want to knock something out quick. I think it's a nice little story. Shenmue 3 I haven't played yet. But Shenmue is one of my favorite games of all time when I was younger on my Dreamcast. So one of these days I'm gonna play it. Slay the Spire. I mean, best of the genre, I would say, of the card battler type games. Really, really good. If you've never tried it, I think it's worth a try. And if you've played games like this and for some reason haven't played Slay the Spire, then absolutely play Slay the Spire. Really, really good. Slice and Dice. I wish I could remember who. Someone in my community sent me a key to this because they did the art on it. Damn it, I wish I could remember who it was. Did I say Slay the Spire? Slice? I don't know how to find it either. Dadgummit. Well, someone in my community sent me a key to this because they did the art on the game. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll check it out. Not really knowing what to expect. I was shocked at how fun this game is. It's called Slice and Dice. And it is such a fucking cool concept, man. It is such a cool little game. And again, shocked. I was shocked how good it was. Very well worth a look. It's a very unique. I haven't played anything else like it really, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. But it's really cool. Really, really cool game. Lots of replayability. And if you like that type of stuff, it's a. I don't even know how to explain it. Honestly, it's yeah, roguelike dice rolling combat, and you roll these dice and then you assign the attacks. It's really fucking cool, man. I think it's worth a look. I think it's well worth a look. What else we got here? Getting down to the end. I'm in the process of playing Spiritfarer right now, and it's a really good little game so far. Really, really cute, little chill, relaxing. It's not a stressful game so far. Nice little chill, laid back. Light building, light city. City management's a strong word. You're just managing your little boat. There's some exploration, lots of things to unlock and discover, and nice little relaxing game. SpiriTTea. I wonder what the reviews say now these days. I'm happy to see that they're very positive. I played this game when it first came out and loved it. Loved it. Again, Stardew Valley adjacent, but there's a lot of very different things going on about it. You are running a spa for spirits. This town is crawling with troublesome spirits. So you get the bathhouse up and running, and it's basically you're trying to like maintain this bathhouse where the spirits get to come in and relax. And then I think that you I don't know if you help them move on. I don't remember exactly, but there's fishing and mini games and relationships and a lot going on. And I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed my time with it. I will go back and play it at some point. After it just needed a lot of updates. You know, it had just come out. I think I got it the day it came out, and it just needed a lot of work. So I didn't play it super long term. I think I put like 15 hours into it. But I will definitely go back and check that one out, and I think it's worth a look. It's different enough from Stardew Valley that I would say this is not one that I would say just play Stardew Valley. This one's different enough that I think it's a worthwhile experience on its own. So SpiriTTea is a good one. Stardew Valley, I mean, if the amount of times that I've mentioned it already isn't enough for you and you haven't played it, then nothing I'm going to say here is going to change your mind. But I think objectively speaking, aside from whether or not it's one of my favorites, I just think as far as a game being well made, I think it's objectively one of the best games ever made. The amount of detail that he put into it, people are still discovering shit. Like just little subtle things that he put in here and there. But the way that this game has a way of having you hit a point where you start to think like, okay, I think I've about done it all. I think I about get it. I've got a pretty good grasp and everything. I think I've seen everything this game has to offer. And then you'll take one more step and the game will expand in a way where now you've got like a whole new game to experience and learn. It does that multiple times through your playthrough. Like you can never really fully, but not in like an unsettling way or like an overwhelming way or a confusing way, just in a way of like, just when you start to think you're about done with like learning everything there is to learn or experiencing everything, it opens up in a way that's like, oh, there's way more shit for me to do now. It's so well paced and it's so well put together, and it's just the epitome of like someone made a game and loved the game and loved making the game and continues to love making the game. You know what I mean? He's just an absolutely phenomenal developer, and it's one of the best games ever made in my opinion. So I think everybody should try it. There was a period of my life where where people would talk to me about Stardew Valley and I go, that's not my kind of thing. Like, I know I'm not going to be into that. I think even if you think you won't like Stardew Valley, I think you should give it a go. It's one of the games where it's like, if I could erase my memories of it and have that first playthrough again, like if I could have that first playthrough of Stardew Valley again, man, it is such an experience. It is such a fucking experience. So I think everybody needs to play Stardew Valley. I think everybody needs to play this game. It's so good. Stranded Deep is a brutal. I have a series on the channel from a long time ago on this channel where I played Stranded Deep every day for a while, and it's very difficult. It's brutal, but man, it's really good. It's really good. Your plane crashes, you get stuck on an island, and you're trying to survive and figure out a way to, get off these islands. And there's some lore and some story, and it's really fucking cool, man. It's a great survival game. Great survival game. One of the better survival games, arguably. Pretty damn good. What else? Stoneshard. I have a lot of videos on my JGigs XP channel of Stoneshard. I will do another playthrough at some point. I will do another Let's Play series for it because I think they've done quite a few updates since the last time I did it. It is another one of those games where you are not special. You are not the main character. You're not a hero. You're not a badass. There's nothing special about you. And really, you're even kind of less special. You're kind of less special than everybody else, it seems. It is so fucking hard. It is so hard, but so fun. It like changes the way you want to play games. You know what I mean? I remember after I played this for a while, I was looking for other games like this. Like I didn't want games where I was the main character or the hero anymore. I wanted games like this. And there are a few more that I'm going to check out as well on the channel. I bought one today in the Steam sale, actually. Because there's just something about that that's so fun to me. I think it's so much easier to get immersed when you don't just leave town and kill 20 enemies with ease. You know what I mean? Like you even a one-on-one fight, like you better be fucking sure. You better be real sure before you take a fight that it's a fight you can handle. Because most of the time it's not. It's brutal. But God, it's such a good game. It's so well done. So Stoneshard, I highly recommend. What else we got here? All right, Stoneshard, Stranded Deep. I don't recommend Subsistence. That piece of shit asshole game. It's so bad. It's a survival game. And conceptually, I like forget how much I hate it. Me and Acro do this constantly. We're like, we want to play a good open world survival game, and we're like, maybe we need to give Subsistence another go. Maybe we just weren't patient enough, because it's hard. But it's not hard in a way that like it should, like it makes sense or it should be. It's just bad. It's just a bad game. It just sucks. I don't like it. Sunhaven's fun. Very Stardew Valley-esque, but with like magic and, you know, magic and demons and angels and monsters and cool shit going on. I think it's worth a play. As someone who's played Stardew Valley all the way through, I think Sunhaven's fine. It's fun. You know what I mean? It's cool. I was disappointed in Surroundead. It just didn't play like I thought it was going to play. Conceptually, I think it's a great idea. Kind of a poly-esque, like poly-type zombie survival game, open world. But it's still pretty young. I think there's a lot of development to be done. So it's in the library, and I will revisit it someday, but I don't think in its current state it's quite there yet. I think it needs some more work. Temtem is another Pokemon spinoff. Spinoff's not the right word. Pokemon type game that it took me a long time to come around to trying because it was so expensive. I think if you can catch this game on a good sale, okay, that sale, that's better than the sale I got it on. 72% off is crazy. I think that's a steal, honestly. I was shocked. I was shocked at how good this game was. I thought it would be fine. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it would be fine. It's really, really good. And it's got, like... I didn't realize it, but it's like a living game. They do, like, it's kind of an MMO. So they're regularly doing, like, events, and... There will be a lot of things in this game that scratch your itch as a mobile gamer for, like, the long-term grind, collection, achievement type stuff. There are, like, limited time cosmetics and stuff to win through events. There are shinies. Like, there's a lot of familiar elements to Pokemon, but it stands out well enough from Pokemon. It's like alternate universe Pokemon MMO type game, and really, really good, man. I would highly recommend. Right now, the sale it's on, I would absolutely buy this up. If you like Pokemon at all, if you're into Pokemon at all, then I would absolutely buy Temtem right now. I'm a little pissed off that it's on a much better sale than I got it on. But you see, I've got 75 hours in it. It's great. It's great. I would love to. This is what I mean. I've got at least 30 games that I really want to play. How the hell am I supposed to do that? You know what I mean? Especially something like Temtem that's like an ongoing game. You don't really beat it. You beat it in the same way you would like beat a Pokemon storyline, but then there's still so much game to play because it's an MMO. So, like, how am I supposed to just keep playing that when I have all these other games that I also want to play? Terraria is popular enough, I don't think I need to say anything about it. It says I only have 5 hours in it, which is incorrect. I have several videos on another channel of me playing it. And then I've also played it a little bit off camera, so I know I've got more than 5 hours. But it's popular enough, I don't think you need me to sell you on it. I don't think I'm the person to sell you on it anyway, because I don't love it. It doesn't do for me what it seems to do for other people. It's fine. It's good. I understand why it does for people what it does, but it just doesn't do it for me. So, I don't know if I'll ever play it again, honestly. Timberborn, one of the best city management games I've played, like city building, city management games I've ever played. This is one I had my eye on forever, and just for whatever reason kept not buying, and then I finally decided to buy it. You see the 29,851 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. They're just doing it right. they're just doing it better than anybody else. It's cute, it's in depth, the quality of life and like systems, everything flows really well. And it's again, I just think it's the best. If you like city management type games and you haven't played Timberborn, you are doing yourself a disservice. I hate that I waited so long to play it, because it's the best, in my opinion, that I've played. To the Moon. Shout out to Trop for sending me this one. It's about a 4-hour playthrough, and I don't really know what to say about it. Other than that, I really think you need to play it. It's very story driven. There's not like combat or anything like that. It's just very story driven. Very story driven game. With some fun gameplay sprinkled in. Little exploration, stuff like that. And it's just such a well-written story. It is such a good story. I think it's just an experience everybody needs to have. And again, it's 4 hours. I keep trying to get Georgia to do it. Yeah, I don't think you should look anything up about it. I think you should go in as blind as you possibly can and just give it 4 hours. Just give it the 4 hours that it asks of you, and you will absolutely not regret it. It is quite an experience. A very worthwhile experience that I think everybody should have. They've also made a few more games that I've added to my library, but I have not played yet, but I absolutely will. Yeah, I think To the Moon is a must play. Tomomon, I think if you were going to do this or Coromon, I think Coromon would be the way to go. But Tomomon's cool too. Most of the things that I said about Coromon, you could also apply in a roundabout way to Tomomon. So I won't bother going into a ton of detail about it. It is different. But I think if you were going to do one or the other, I think Coromon would be the way to go. For sure. And then what else? What else? I don't need to talk about Valheim or Vampire Survivors. Zero Sievert. It's like 8-bit, 16-bit Tarkov, basically. Single player, top down, pixelated Tarkov. It's way harder than it looks like it should be for the aesthetic. The aesthetic makes it look like it would just be a cheesy, goofy little game. It's fucking insanely hard. It's a very difficult game, but it's very fun. If you like Tarkov, if you like shit like that, then you will like this game. But just understand that these goofy little graphics that you're looking at are not a good representation of how hard the game is. It's gonna piss you off. It is absolutely gonna piss you off. But it's great. It's very well done. So that's it. That's a quick tour through my Steam library. I say quick. I didn't realize it took an hour. And those are a lot of the like games I would recommend. You see, I've got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here I've never played still, or I haven't played enough to like really have much to say about it. But yeah, hopefully that'll help you if you ever find yourself in a slump and can't decide what to play. Maybe you want to try something new, or maybe I talked about something that's kind of familiar that maybe is worth a go. And I'd be interested to know if you do take any of these recommendations. If you play anything in here and love it, I would be very interested in hearing that. I think that would be cool. And if you've got any recommendations for me, you've now seen my library, you know what kind of stuff I'm into. If there's anything that you think I would like that you didn't see in my library, please let me know in the comments. And also just anything that you think I haven't heard of, even if it's not like anything. I'm not opposed to trying a new genre or trying something completely new. So any recommendations you have for me for games, drop them in the comments. And hopefully between this video and the comments section, at least the people in my audience that are going to watch this won't find themselves in a position where they don't know what to play again. Because that's honestly what I'm trying to do here, is save you guys some of the time and then give myself a little bit of a resource too, so that next time I'm sitting here scrolling Steam for an hour, I go, you know what, let me just go check the comments on that video and see if anybody's got a good recommendation for me. So hopefully we accomplish that to a degree, but that's it. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.